They know what we do.
They help you above and beyond the call of duty.
MPR is a long-term solution to that problem.
Protecting citizens is a top priority for public entities. But getting insurance to protect themselves used to be a challenge. Underwriters were reluctant to cover their unique variety of needs.
The cities in the area got together. There were 9 charter cities, and they sort of controlled their own destiny and formed a risk management pool. We've been with MPR for the last 26 years. It's been a fabulous relationship.
Today, there are over 450 public risk pools in the United States, with over 85% of public entities participating. MPR has set a high standard in Missouri and Kansas, and beyond.
Since it's governed by its members, everybody understands what cities do, what counties do, what school districts do. They have the ability to tailor their services to meet our needs.
To be actively involved in decision making, that's what's been the difference, not only to our public school in Polo, Missouri, but also to now over 40 schools as part of the program.
We went out for a bid for the same type of service as MPR offers, and what we found was that nobody could match the service that MPR provides.
We use MPR for everything. It goes even beyond that. Not only do we save money on the premiums that we pay, but our city budget right now has about $100,000 that's directly attributed to past years' distributions from MPR.
It's a win-win situation for both the city and for MPR.
Being member-owned gives MPR a unique relationship with its clients and with their employees. MPR staff want to get to know their members, and in employee benefits, that difference shows.
We have been with MPR for 3 years now. We utilize their health insurance, dental insurance, and vision insurance. I feel the MPR staff are an extension of the clients that they serve. The MPR staff people are just extremely responsive and very easy to deal with.
We are totally sold on the MPR products. Our city council, what they really like is that you have one-stop shopping for all these 3 lines. And our employees really love the health insurance because that's what affects them most directly.
We had an employee that had their blood work done through the services that MPR provided to us, and was in my office the other day and shared with me that they had found a thyroid issue through the lab work.
For an insurance company, a loss is financial. For the individuals affected, it can be personal. MPR's loss prevention services have been extremely successful at preventing both.
We actually do a wellness fair every year. I know that a couple of years ago we had one person who discovered that their glucose was off, and that's significant.
Our workers' comp is through MPR, as well as our health insurance, our dental plan, as well as all of our property and casualty coverages are all through MPR. They've also brought us new training opportunities that lowers our risk and exposure, but also helps our staff understand more of what they need to do professionally. Training for different types of exposures, such as trenching and shoring or any of those kind of things. A really phenomenal benefit has been exposures for our police department.
We find that the law enforcement liability area of MPR is probably the one that we tend to utilize the most. There's 2 primary areas. One would be in the area of law enforcement liability advice. MPR offers a service that we utilize frequently where we can call a pre-litigation attorney and discuss issues with them and get some advice from him on how we might want to proceed. The other area tends to be in employment practices.
When your clients are your owners, good service should be a given. At MPR, good service is a point of pride.
Miami County engaged with MPR over 18 months ago. They have walked the walk. We had an instance just lately where there was an IT glitch, and MPR was on the telephone and they were solving problems. They were very good at jumping in and making sure that we were taken care of in a very timely manner.
Everybody has a loss once in a while, and we had one this last year. We had a fire in a police building. The fire happened just before the start of a weekend, and I actually got a call from a member of the MPR staff on Sunday to ask how the claims process was going. And I was very impressed by the fact that they cared enough to call me on a Sunday.
Citizen complaints are very difficult. I can think of no organization where the CEO will come out and sit down with our local board of directors and say, let's find out how we can solve this problem to everybody's benefit.
One of the things I like about MPR is their backgrounds. I want an organization or a pool like that to have people who have operated in the purely insurance business and some who have been government employees, because we want the advantages of what they bring to the table, and MPR does that.
Born out of necessity years ago, MPR today does much more than fill basic insurance needs for its members.
We're kind of exceptional in that we have an airport. They were able to get us competitive insurance for our airport.
It's about improvements and enhancements to the organizations, because at the end of the day, it's not about how much money MPR makes, it's about the services and improvements that each of the member entities can recognize.
It's not some faceless organization.
As a pool, we're sharing not only the cost of the risk and the liability, but we're also sharing knowledge, ideas, best practices in law enforcement.
I'm aware of what's happening. I don't get a letter in the mail surprised about decisions that were made.
You don't ever have to worry again about bidding insurance and worrying about whether you're going to get canceled or whether the premiums are going to go skyrocket next year. You know what you're doing, it gives you predictability, and it's just a wonderful thing to be part of. And the best thing is that we're the owners of it.